Hi everybody, Matthew Williams, Soccer Director for America Scores Cleveland. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about roster size and number of players out on the field. So we all know that a roster at for an America Scores team is 15 youth. That can be 15 co-ed at a juniors team, 15 boys or 15 girls for core, and 15 co-ed for middle school. But when we go out to play, not all 15 kids can play at the same time. So what we need to do is we have different numbers that can play on the field for each level. Juniors have 5 kids out on the field, core has 7, and middle school also has 7. Remember that number always includes the goalie. You must include the goalie for every time you're out on the field. Often it is asked to me, how many players do we need to have out on the field? Sometimes teams end up with shorter numbers of players. The minimum number of players to play for a juniors game is 4, and for core and middle school, it's each 5. Next, let's talk a little bit about the game and game time. All 3 of our different programs have 3 different times that the games last. A soccer game is always divided into 2 equal halves for the minutes. So a traditional junior soccer game are 2 15-minute halves. A core soccer game is 2 20-minute halves, and a middle school game is 2 25-minute halves. All 3 of our programs should have roughly about a 3-minute halftime, unless it is extremely hot and we need to go a little bit longer, or if it's extremely cold out and we want to shorten that so we're not out in the weather too long. Weather is a factor in America Scores games and sometimes can make us change or adjust the amount of minutes that we play. As a referee or as an America Scores staff person, we'll always make the decision to shorten the game, and we will do that equally as best as we can. We will always try to shorten the game by taking a little bit from each half to keep the halves balanced. So if we have to shorten a core game, we might do 2 15-minute halves instead of 2 20-minute halves. Besides weather, the only other thing that could shorten a game would be potentially transportation issues. If we have a bus situation that is late but yet needs to leave on time, then we may have to shorten a soccer game. Again, these are decisions that will be made by America Scores staff and the coaches, not the players, not the parents. Last thing is, when we're playing a game, how do we make substitutions? Well, this has been a rule that has gone back and forth for many years in America Scores. According to the official rules, you can do what is called a flying substitution or a free substitution. This means that a player can run on the field at any time as long as another player comes off the field. America Scores staff asks that all coaches get the attention of the referee to make substitutions. Please find a time when the ball has stopped to make your substitution, be it a foul or an out-of-bounds play. This way, the referee can make sure that the right number of players are always on the field at a given time, and that no player comes on and we have a situation where a player did not come off. This is also very important when you're making a goalkeeper substitution, because goalkeepers have designated jerseys so the referee can identify the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper. So it's very important that we take time to stop, change that designated jersey, and make sure the new goalie is set and ready before the action comes at them. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.